Oh my fucking god, dude. There's no way these developers are serious with this crap. AI limit? What the fuck? More like I'm on my limit with this AI generated slop. We are really doing this now? Is the gaming industry so fucking stupid they sell all their dignity away and say, you know what, let's make the worst game possible by combining two of the most awful, garbage, gay, game elements there is. Like this is a fucking joke? An anime Dark Souls clone? Really now? Should I remind y'all the known axiom once again? Anything with an anime art style is incapable of being good. But somehow they managed to create a putrid abomination to something that is so unbelievably horrible it should be illegal for this to be sold in the stores. I wouldn't even recommend my worst enemy this cringe fest. Like how many Souls games does it take for you clowns to say that enough is enough? These games already have a dying fan base, nobody genuinely finds them challenging anymore, unless you have an IQ the size of an ant. But to be fair, that's basically 99% of all the Souls fans. From Software fans, or shall I say the From Shovelware dicksuckers. You parasitic worms. Oh my god, you guys make me sick. You see, back in the days when games used to be made for higher level thinkers like me, games like these would be dumped into the trash. You would find a free copy of this somewhere in the landfills. But now that the standards have gone to the lowest, this is by a curse acceptable for the, well, I wouldn't say normal human beings, because normal people aren't stupid enough to buy this. However, the weeaboos on your school or that one fat, gelatinous onaku with more body pillows than body counts on your WhatsApp group, however, now for them this is an instant pre-order. You could say a limit is catered to the jackasses that should be inside an asylum for the sake of society. Like, come on now, Souls games in 2025? Do we still wipe our ass with leaves or something? What is so good about them? What the combat? The combat of those Souls games are one of the worst combat systems of all of gaming. It's slow, it relies on trial and error. Every time you kill an enemy, boss or whatever, it feels more like a palliative relief from the time you wasted on that opponent, rather than having the urge to say that you're the GOAT. Souls games are trash, and that is a fact, not an opinion. The Dark Souls franchise was the beginning of the downfall for the human intelligence. These games are so piss easy I beat them all without dying once. Multiple speedrunners did the same thing I did. Now Miyazaki wants you to believe that ain't possible. Hell, he was probably the one asking for the nerfs of the blood builds for Elder Ring. That old prick got proven wrong and he's absolutely salty about it. Hey Miyazaki, can I have some fries with that salt? You fucking moron. But man, every time I look at this game, my eyes are bleeding from the atrocious cringe-worthy art style. It's bad enough to make a Souls game of all things, but an anime Souls game? These developers deserve a special place in hell. Like, look at these fucking piss ugly characters. Oh my god, this has to be a mistake. Thank god IGN called this game out. If only humanity still remember the concept of shame, the majority would have agreed with what they've said. Although their score is way too fucking generous. IGN made their point. Despite being labeled as a Souls game, it's a soulless, generic, garbage, awful game with nothing to offer other than giving me the urge to throw up. Only made enjoyable for the mentally unwell virgins that are in a desperate need for a psychiatric evacuation. You weeaboos have terrible taste in everything. Something is wrong with you. You seriously should get your head checked. Because, if you're going to tell me proudly that you soar like AI limit, then you either have to be trolling or you are really what I've described earlier. Either way, get the fuck out of gaming. You fraudulent weeaboos ruin this once wonderful medium with your weapon of mass destruction called anime. You spread that disease around like a plague from the 14th century. AI limit is everything what's wrong with the current state of today's gaming, and I warn you, this won't be acceptable for long. Soon your little Chinese cartoons are getting banned for good. Russia has already established the dictum across many of their regions. The king of YouTube Akemi can't wait for this to happen. And once this happens, God's light will shine again across the globe. But the moral of the story is, if you buy AI limit, you are an idiot. Period.